Good morning, everybody. It is November 14th, 2024. Looking at the calendar. Um, Hope everyone's doing well today. Hey, doing the daily. Um, got out of bed, said my prayers, made my bed, did my morning meditation. A little disjuncted this morning because I got to take kids to school. So that kind of tends to slow things up a little bit, or gets me a little, okay, so it gets me off track, or it takes me off task. And, when I think we all know this process. I'm sorry, I've got the dog here again. When we are in our 20s, or, before we are married and have children, or we're divorced and have children, our time is our own. I remember I was teaching in my late 20s, early 30s, and there was other teachers that would use their children as sort of excuses all the time. And I was like, what is this? And the other single people and I would be like, what is this kid thing? I mean, I think they're just using it as an excuse. Hey, it's not an excuse. I mean, I got, a 12, a 13 and a 15-year-old. None of them could drive. They all have a ton of stuff going on, whether it's school or soccer or basketball or volleyball or football. I mean, the list kind of goes on. But anyway, that's all the more reason that as we're getting older, we've got routines, but those routines are changed by life. And, it's like, so you're getting pulled out of your off task, maybe to make dinner, to help your kids do their homework, to go run an errand or go to the grocery store, whatever it is. Then all the more reason to make sure you have, daily check-ins, things that help get your mind right, keep your mind right. Reference points. Have I done this today? I've got stocks up there. I do some sort of market watch investment. I've got videos I watch from Trading Academy. It's something daily. So always want to. Yesterday I got motivation on there, motivation meditation. Yesterday I listened to some Tony Robbins stuff for like an hour. It's good. It's good, guys. If you're, you don't have to become that, but I was in the middle of a transition yesterday, and it was like, what? I've got an hour. I'm going to do a workout, and I'm going to listen to this stuff, and it was good. So, okay, hey, one thing I want to talk about real quick on the work front or professional front. I do sell real estate. I'm a property manager. I'm a realtor. I've been a realtor for 20 years. I do spend most of my time wearing the property management hat, which is fine. I've got a book of clients that I provide services for. I run their landscapers, pool people, cleaning crews, HVAC, plumbers, electricians, sometimes handymen. I've got a list of vendors that I refer to them, that I just coordinate for them. Most of the times people are not here. If they are here, I can send people over. They've gotten familiar with some of my people. They all love my plumber. They like my handyman a lot. They think my pool guy does a great job. They like my people. And these were not my first batch of vendors it's not my first pool guy. It's my seventh pool guy, It's about my fifth plumber. The handyman, my handyman's great, but that's a hard. I used to do that role quite a bit. I don't generally touch the properties. I do. I had a client that wanted to hang a rain chain off the gutter a couple weeks ago, so I did that. It's pretty simple. Lots of times I'm just filling in loose ends. I'm doing a load of laundry, whatever. Point being, that's my role. I have a client that wants to sell their house and contacted me and said, we want to sell furniture. We want to coordinate a move, maybe some temporary housing. Now, this is all stuff I've done before, a number of times. I've moved people out of, $2 to $5 million houses and coordinated the moves, coordinated storage. I've got some resources on that stuff too. But the question was from my clients. I said, do you want me to be your realtor, or do you want me to just work as a property manager? And I said, either one is fine. I'm not in the high pressure business. I'm here to provide services. I see that I have value in having been in real estate property management for 20 years all day long, particularly in servicing the high-end clients. So he came back and he said, hey, I am interested in you as a realtor. But with the market and stuff, I do have someone I've worked with in the past. I'd like to talk to them. I'd like to get a couple different opinions, moving forward. And, I don't know if that, you want a couple pitches, my pitch is not what maybe somebody else's will be. Now, what I will say is that because I do tend to wear the property management hat on a regular basis, even though I've been in real estate 20 years, I have a partner that she spends more of her time on the real estate end of things, and we coalesce together and we provide service. I really believe after 20 years, when you get into things like this of this nature, where it's coordinating storage, coordinating selling of furniture, coordinating movers, when a client wants that stuff, I do think it takes a team. I don't think that this is something that one person does all on their own, or says, I've never done it before, but I think I can figure it out. No, you probably need to have done it before. I have done it alone. It's gone okay. But again, I'm working on both sides of the fence all the time. And really I brought my partner on because I realized that I'm not spending as much time staying versed in the real estate world. And now I know what's going on. I know market conditions. I generally know inventories. I know values. I have a pretty good feel for what's going on. But when you get into the transactional process and contracts, new forms, new laws, we've got new laws that just came out this year that are hugely impactful in terms of buyers agents. You need somebody that spends most of their time in that world. So, and then they need somebody that, like me, who spends a lot of my time, coordinating vendors. So, buyer beware, seller beware. Talk to people, but don't necessarily go for the person that says they're going to get the highest price for your house. You want to pay attention to how long they've been in the business. You kind of want, not necessarily have they sold a bunch of houses of late, what's their experience working in real estate? Have they done rentals? Have they done flips? Most of us, have they done investment properties? Most of us that have been in it for a long time have had to work almost every avenue of this thing, including property management, including, concierge services, which is primarily what Sunvolt Properties is then. So, what a great resource, as a realtor to have as a realtor. That's my deal. That's kind of my pitch, my information for the day. I hope everyone's doing well out there. We are just a couple weeks out from Thanksgiving. Can you believe that? The year's almost over. I hope everyone's doing well. Keep doing the daily. Talk to you soon. Bye.